that it's a story about life, not about death, even if it's a story about a grief in a family with a mother and 4 children and the dad just die at the beginning, but it's a way that all this family has his own way to live with this pain, and especially the little girl who developed her power of imagination, thinking that the father is in the tree speaking to her. It's about our behavior in front of nature, but also how we have to do something to be creative with our pain and to push ourselves in something to be better after our disaster. At the beginning, I always wanted to adapt another book. It was an Italian book of Italo Calvino, The Baron in the Tree, and it was a story about a tree and kids who climb in the tree and never came down all his life. He spent in the trees. But it was impossible to get the right because Calvino didn't want to give, before he died, he said, no film will be done with my books. So, but it was still an obsession for me to find a story with a tree. I don't know why. Maybe I spent a lot of time in my childhood climbing the trees and hide in the tree and observe the world. And so so I was looking for that, and a cousin of mine gave me this wonderful book, My Father Who Art in the Tree, of Judy Pascoe. I read it in French in Paris. And we tried to, with my French producer, to have the right of this book. An Australian producer, Sue Taylor, had already the right with her. And so we were in contact with her to see what she's doing with that. Maybe she will forget this project, but she has no director. So I said, yes, I'm here. Maybe we can make a co-production. Why not? And it was like a joke, but in fact she accepted, and it was great because my 2 producers now, Yael Fogiel from French Film du Poisson and Sue Taylor from Taylor Media, worked really great together, and it was a bit nightmare to make this co-production possible because the 2 countries have really different way to finance the film, and it was a bureaucratic really nightmare for them. But so it's done now, and I hope it will change a little bit the way of co-production now in Australia. But so it was a wonderful adventure because not easy to work like this between 2 countries. I think I like a lot to be in foreign country to make films. I made my first film since I left also in Georgia. I don't know why, in fact, I really want to make films now out of my country, very far from my home. Maybe because it's give me more freedom to be away, and it's a challenge for me to tell story, to be very close to the reality of this country without being from this country. So it's a really big work for me, but I like it because also it's a way for me to discover a country and to find in all these different way of living, to find the universality of the story. And you have to be very close to the people that you're filming in this part of this country, to be very close to the little habits who looks like far away from you, but in fact in this way you touch more the humanity. I think you have to be very special, very to touch the specificity of people and of place, to touch more the soul of the people. I think it's true that I have a really great actors in this film. The kids are amazing. The little Morgana Davies, but also the little Gabrielle Gotting and Tom Russell and Kristen Byers and Zoe Boe, the little friend of Simone. All these kids are amazing. I think it's really hard. It's true to direct kids, but the most important thing is the casting, And if you don't make the good casting, you could not have anything from a child. So it was a great process and a big process to find them well and to take the time to be sure that they will be the good ones. And after, you have to find some tricks. You have to give also a lot of tenderness and to be really close to them, to help them to be all the day, each day, the best that they can, even if sometimes they are tired, if they fed up with all this bullshit of shooting, if they want to stop and just go and play. I'm a mother, so maybe now I know a little bit how to deal with the kids, but it's not. It's there are several ways, and then also the atmosphere of the crew is very important. How they are in the middle of a very family atmosphere, and so no, it's true that it's a big job, but you know the cast were wonderful. It's an honor for me to be as in Cannes in the closing time and as in Sydney Film Festival competition, because you know it's a French-Australian co-production. So I really feel I'm in the middle. In Cannes, everybody said, "Oh, it looks really like an Australian movie." So I was a little bit afraid that here the Australian audience will say, "No, it's really a French movie." So where I am in the middle, but it's really good because the two festivals are the best of Australia or the best of France, so I'm really proud to be in these two festivals, and it's good also for the actors and I'm really happy with how the audience take the film. So it was a real pleasure and an honor to be there. Unfortunately, I have nothing to tell about what I will doing next because I really don't know. Just I will spend a lot of time to make the promotion of the film. Few months I will go in France, and because also of this co-production I will come back in Australia, so I will do that, and I will try to find another idea quite soon, but I have first to take time to live also, because you know you can't make film without have your own experience of things that happen around you. I couldn't imagine make film after films and what about life, you know, films talking about life, so I need to improve a little bit things, and but I know that I will always now. It's not sure. Who knows what happens? But I will try to always do films in foreign country, and maybe I will try to find around South America this time. Maybe one film for each continent. Maybe I were in Georgia and Australia. So well, who knows? I don't know. Really, I don't know. I just have to find the good story will carry me for 4 or 5 years, so it must be very strong, because I can't do, and I can't make a very quick decision. I have to be sure that the story will be strong enough.